What's up, hobby nerds?
Hello!
How do you all do today?
Welcome, welcome. It's Monday.
It's like T-minus less than 24 hours.
It is.
Actually, that's technically not true, because we fly out tomorrow at like 4.
We fly out tomorrow at 4.
So, doing like a half day tomorrow.
Zooey mama.
A little
Francis
more than
Vomit,
a
thank you for
half
the sub. Hi, Ghost Hunter.
Ploy
Hi, Vaude.
nuts.
Hi, Okrin.
Top of the morning to you. I hope you all had a good
Are you
weekend.
excited to fly tomorrow?
Yeah.
How are you feeling about flying tomorrow?
Honestly, I look forward to the flights.
Really?
You want to know why? Because I just don't have to care about anything.
Well,
because I'm flying. I can't do anything other than be on a flight.
It's true. If the plane starts to go down, there's nothing you can do.
Whoa. You better knock on some wood right the heck now. That's a bad joke.
Sorry.
Don't make those kinds of jokes.
So you are worried about flying.
No, I have flown probably significantly more than you have.
Kidding. Oh, definitely. Not probably. Definitely.
Definitely.
The first time I ever went on a plane was 3 years ago.
Okay. Yep. Flying doesn't bother me in the least. That being said, you don't bring that kind of negativity into the world, Shelby.
Maybe you don't. But the light just got brighter. I do. Cheers.
We be caffeinated, folks.
Goes under AM Facebook famous.
Why is it that energy drinks are the only drinks that have that, like...
that zing?
Yeah. Why can't I get that in a non... Why can I get that... Jesus. Why can't I get that in a non-energy drink beverage?
Because life is unfair.
Isn't it, though? We should make this happen. We should create a beverage. Has that zing.
How does that even work? What would that even look like? I feel like there's a way. It just has to be the right flavor.
Because, like, some drinks definitely have that sort of, like, zing.
That bite.
Like, some Mountain Dew drinks have it. Sort of, but they're way too sugary. And I like these drinks because they don't taste ridiculously sugary. Even though they have lots of sugar in them.
Yeah.
But they're just like, they're not as heavy on the zing.
Why do addictive substances give me a zing?
That's a great question, video game archaeologist. And I got nothing.
Is anyone else enjoying all the drama around the Olympics? What drama?
Tell me more.
What drama's around the Olympics? I mean, there's always drama.
I saw Snoop Dogg on the... watching the...
I also saw Ariana Grande and whoever her co-star is in Wicked.
Oh. I don't remember her name.
Felt like just a publicity stunt, honestly. They were both wearing the colors that they wear. Like, the one girl was wearing green because she plays the witch in Wicked.
Right.
And then Ariana was wearing pink.
I was very surprised to see Ariana Grande in a movie.
Yeah. It's because it's a musical.
Oh, is it?
Wicked? Wicked's a musical. They're just making it into a movie. And so...
Are they doing musical...
They needed a singer.
Oh, okay.
They needed someone who can sing. Can she act? I don't know.
She can certainly sing.
She can certainly sing. She's a great singer.
I honestly, I imagine she would probably be okay at acting at this point.
Yeah, she was in a couple of, like, Disney Channel shows, I think, but...
Oh, really?
Yeah, but I don't really count that as, like...
Well, but think about it this way, right? Like, to some extent, being a musician to that level is kind of like putting on a performance.
Yeah.
Right? So, it's like... It's not in the same sphere, but it's adjacent. And I think that there's a lot of transferable things...
Yeah,
that probably make it easier for
It depends on
people.
how much singing is in it. If it's a lot of singing, I think it'll be good. Because it will just be like a stage performance.
Yeah, and then you fill it in the middle with the other stuff.
Yeah.
But, like, she does a lot of, like, public... Like, she does a lot of things where she talks in public and, like, presents shows and does stuff and...
Right.
And, like, all of that talking is, like, I guarantee you that she doesn't talk like that in her normal day-to-day, right?
Yeah.
So that's a performance.
Yeah.
So like you just take that and you're like, oh, and you're approaching it from a different perspective.
Right.
I think it's probably not as bad for them as it would be for somebody who just like doesn't do it at all.
Mm-hmm.
Right?
Mike said, question for you, working on some small 25mm minis with helmets, doing the skin, do you think dark skin, shadow skin, then tan skin build up with red is okay on such a small mini? I think that's what that is saying.
Here's what I would do. I would do shadow flush, bright shadow flush, flush wash. Call it a day.
Would read okay. I'm getting it.
Bada boom, bada bang. If you're doing like an army and you want to like get faces done that look really good in a short period of time, that's a great workup for that. The flush wash will give you the dark recesses, and then the shadow flush and the bright shadow flush work really, really well together.
Oh, yes, I did hear about that. Video game archaeologist.
Dark flesh is really dark color. And 3 steps for faces on models like that will take a long time. So, you know.
Look at your guy.
Look at my guy.
He looks so cool.
He's pretty neat. I almost don't want to paint him too much. Because he needs to go to Gen Con, and I want to have at least some stuff to work on at Gen Con.
Well, you could always start painting something else.
I could.
Just entirely.
What have I got to work on today?
Shadow, flesh, bright shadow, then what?
Do this.
He said he's trying to avoid washes on the project.
Yeah, I mean, then your workup is fine. I don't have any problems with your workup then. Because it sounds like you're basically looking at the same colors that I was talking about, right? Because you said dark flesh, shadow flesh. I wouldn't use tan flesh. I would use bright shadow flesh.
Ghost Hunter, whose
tan
side
flesh
are
is
you
good.
on?
It's a little bit more pale. It will work. But it'll be a little bit more pale in the highlights. Whereas bright shadow flesh will give you a little bit rosier highlights. Right, because it's the difference between these two colors, right? The bright shadow flesh is a little bit more rosy. The tan flesh is a little bit more, you know, pale.
Yes, video game archaeologist, the Space Marine did get.
And this is shadow flesh, right? So, I mean, you could just do these 3 as a workup. It wouldn't be super dark.
Big Bob, thank you for the sub.
Big Bobzilla, thank you. 87 months. Holy
almost 10 stream
smokes.
babies.
What the heck?
I love
it. Yeah, 3 more months you'll have 10 stream babies. That's
great.
Moderately terrifying.
Congrats. Ghost Hunter, that's fair. But I'm against repriming the Space Marine.
I think I'm gonna work on her coat today.
Ooh.
Little jacket. Thingamabarb.
Nice, nice.
I love this model.
Yeah, it's really cool.
Let's see. What have we got for the colors? I think we can go. Do I want to keep it purpley? I think purpley, like her bandana, is kind of cool.
You do pink, you know.
Or I could go like a dark blue would be interesting.
Or you could do pink.
No, I'm not doing pink. Sorry, not sorry. Sorry.
You're not
sorry.
You're not sorry.
I am
Don't
not.
lie to me.
You know what? You're right. I'm not sorry. Screw you.
Yeah. So I
Shelby.
thought. Thank you for just coming out and saying it.
You're welcome.
Instead of veiling it.
It is what it is.
These people. Snake Boy looks different than the images.
Snake Boy? This guy? Is this who you're talking about?
Who are we talking about?
Where's this man's scales?
I don't see them.
I did not finish the Rat Boys. I needed to start working on this miniature for work purposes. we need to have finished studio models for this and the other two. So this needed to be, I could probably actually still work on this.
Yeah, you could always just bring another model. Right? Nope, Fulgrim. Oh. What was gonna be between the rats? Oh, well, you know, work happens.
Yeah. Frankly, that's work happens. We have been very aggressively working on getting stuff ready for Gen Con.
And we're so excited.
We are very excited.
This is my first Gen Con.
Oh my gosh, I forgot about that.
Yeah. I was looking at the weather and I'm very disappointed.
Wait, what do you mean you're it sounds great.
What?
Yeah.
90s with humidity? No, thank you.
It's gonna be fine. Big Bob, indeed. Indeed, more importanter. Actually, I don't know about more importanter. Importanter? Ooh.
What was that?
Apparently nothing.
That didn't sound like nothing.
Nothing. I don't know. Nothing's broken over here.
That's a loud crack.
Your face is loud.
No.
That's actually kind of funny.
More importanter.
More importanter. One of those people things? Indeed. Gen Con is one of those people things.
It is.
It's a people thing that people's things.
Almost didn't make it to stream since I have more importanter things to do today.
Did we drop the witch?
I don't know. I don't know what sound that was. The witch is fine. Don't worry about her.
Yeah.
Gameplay, I'm glad you made it to stream.
He's safe down below my feet, not in a place where I would step on him. And we work a little bit more on this here. Gould.
Jordan, what are you looking forward to most?
At the Gen Con?
At the Gen Con.
I think seeing all of our fun friends from the community will be one. I need to go hop into that channel and see what everybody's up to.
Oh yeah, I forgot about that.
Seeing some friends from home, back home. Strumbly Dumpus and Marion, who's the sculptor who painted these.
Oh yeah.
Sculpted them. They'll be there, which will be really cool. So I'll get to see them. Haven't seen them in a while. Last time I saw Jake was Christmas time. Stayed with him and his partner for a week.
Did I make that squishy thing for her?
No, that was for Catherine. That's Hayden's wife.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
Cracking.
I'm also excited to see my family.
So much excitement.
This is gonna be a busy show. This is gonna be a busy show. And like Jake and Marion, they're like, hey, you should come out and have dinner with us one of these nights at Gen Con. I'm like, I would love to. But that is a lot more complicated than it might seem.
Yeah, it is. Yeah, the hours are like decent, honestly, for the show.
Not bad.
Yeah.
10 to 6 is not bad at all. I can't complain at all.
Yeah.
It is, it'll be a good show. I think the weirdest thing for me is going to be being in that spot because we're in a completely different place than we're normally at.
Oh.
Although that is going to mean nothing to you because you were not there.
No, it'll mean absolutely nothing. I'm excited to see the new booth design.
I imagine it will probably be largely reminiscent of the previous
It'll
one.
be the same, but it's going to be different.
Yeah. The tables will be different because they are different.
Same, but diff, you know?
Same, but diff? All right, fair enough.
It's just going to feel different setting it up for sure.
Yes. This also does mean I won't be on stream tomorrow, folks.
Yeah, because we're going to be driving to the airport at 2.
We're going to have to make that Jason guy hop on and keep y'all entertained.
Yeah. That'll be great.
Because we're going to be at the airport hopping on a plane.
I got to figure out... I thought I wanted to get like one of those bags, like a personal item bag that has a little thing that like slides onto the handle of a rolly suitcase. You know what I'm talking about?
No.
It's like a bag, but then it has a little slot of fabric and you can slip it on.
Yeah.
I realized too late that I wanted to get one of those. And I don't know how I'm going to transport my crochet projects in a convenient manner.
I mean, backpack?
I don't have a backpack.
I have an extra one if you want to borrow one.
I'll figure it out.
I like the bag that I take with me to shows. I actually have 2 of them.
Why?
One is larger than the other.
Oh. It sucks because I need I don't need to be huge.
I mean, I also have like a duffel bag that you can use. I have a small Adidas duffel bag that would work just fine.
We'll see. I'm gonna look at all my bags and try to figure something out.
I'll send you a photo of it. Let me know if you need it.
Okay. That works. The go bag knit, of course. It's not.
That would actually be really funny if you made a knitted go bag.
Or just made a go bag into like a knitting transportation.
Well, you should make cute little covers for the go bags that are made out of knitted or crocheted stuff. It would be fun.
It would be.
Little go bag jackets.
Aw, go bag jacket.
Yeah.
Keep your go bag warm in the winter.
Keep your go bag warm in the winter.
Little go bag sweaters.
Copyrighted by Jordan Lamb and Shelby Fisher. Patent pending. You don't copyright it.
Jordan, it's crochet. Yes. Shelby doesn't knit anymore despite her love for it.
I'm going to get Shelby to knit.
Here's the thing. She
wants to do it.
I want to knit. It's just so hard every time I try. And I am so bad at continuing to do something that is like that I'm not good at when there's something adjacent to it that I am very good at.
I realize one of my friends is going to Gen Con, is an incredibly good knitter.
I know how to do it. It's just about practicing and getting consistency.
Well, I mean, that's like what you do with crochet. You just have to spend time being better at something.
Not anymore. I'm not bad at it anymore.
No. I said better at something new.
Oh, yeah.
Like, instead of being good at crochet, you have to be bad at knitting. Which I understand. I mean, it's like me learning how to draw.
Yeah.
It's like I have to be bad at a thing instead of good at a thing.
Yeah.
And spend time doing it. But you know what's awesome about that, Shelby? You eventually become not bad at the thing.
Do you though?
I mean, Shelby, if you continue to be bad at knitting after spending a bunch of time trying to knit, that's a wholly different problem.
The thing is, I always start to knit and then I'm like, what am I doing? Like, I could be crocheting right now.
Or you could be practicing knitting to get better at knitting, which you want to do. This math is not hard, Shelby.
I know.
1 + 2 does in fact equal 3.
True. Yes, Mike. It was delivered today. I do
Where's
have
your
it.
hat?
Right here. Waiting.
You know what you should do? You should wear that to the airport and actively be crocheting.
Yeah. Honestly, Mike, here's the thing. It's a cute hat. I kind of like it. However, I don't like the statement.
You heart the idea of knitting.
I heart the idea of knitting. Maybe I should hand embroider a little.
You should.
I love the idea of.
Yeah, you totally should. It'd be really funny. Just like do it around the heart. I heart the idea of knitting.
The idea of knitting. That'd be funny. funny. And make it
I
look
still
like,
do love the idea.
and make it look like kind of janky. I know, it is the point. I should just wear it and actively crochet while I do it.
That is the biggest meme ever.
That would be really
it's
funny.
So good.
You know what? I'll do that. I'll do that at the airport tomorrow just for you, Jordan.
Because you know that like there are a decent amount of people that go to the airport and they just like sit and knit or crochet for like an hour while they're waiting for the plane. So it is not out of the realm of possibility that somebody will show up who also knits or crochets. They'll look at your hat and then they'll look at what you're doing and they'll be like, wait a second. Why are you not doing the thing?
Right. Or there will be people like me who like to people watch and they'll be like, what?
Yeah, exactly. Well, I think it honestly, it probably requires somebody who knows the difference, because I wouldn't know the difference.
Yeah, but I mean, even, like, I don't bring my crocheting everywhere. So if I saw somebody...
I mean, if you were wearing, like, a I love to crochet hat.
Yeah.
And you were crocheting, like...
Yeah.
That's just fun.
But that's a great idea. So a light bulb for the idea of. I like it. I like that it rhymes too. I love the idea of.
So wait, is Hoosiers into knitting or crochet?
Hoosiers crochets.
Crochets. Okay.
Yeah.
Does Hoosiers also knit or only crochet?
Yes. But I'm pretty sure Hoosiers learned to knit after crocheting. WOD, yeah, I think knitting is allowed on a carry-on. Because TSA, like, I mean, you could still probably easily hurt somebody with a knitting needle, but TSA is not going to stop a bunch of old ladies.
You're not an old lady.
And me. But I also don't knit.
You have one less sharp implement to deal with.
Yeah. Well, mine is a blunt instrument.
I mean, what is a blunt instrument? I'd actually be curious to see what the specific classification of a blunt instrument is. At what point does it stop being blunt?
When it's sharp enough.
But like, how sharp does it need to be to be sharp enough to be considered to be harmful?
Yeah. Just saying those needles in someone's jugular is pretty dangerous.
Yeah, I'm gonna be honest. Like,
that's exactly what I thought of.
If you stabbed me with one of those things, you may not like necessarily pierce the skin per se. You might actually, if you try hard enough.
You could. If you do it through the jugular, you definitely could.
Yeah. See? I feel like these are not things that you want to be admitting right before a plane ride, Shelby.
I'm confident. I'm not bringing knitting needles, so I don't even need to worry about it. I'm confident, though, that I could defend myself with a pair of knitting needles.
These are not things you want to admit to TSA.
I'm not talking to TSA, am I?
We're on a public platform, Shelby. I bet you somebody watching works for TSA.
Maybe, I don't know.
And they're gonna tattletale on you. They're gonna call up the Sky Harbor TSA and they're gonna be like, hey, there's this Shelby person who's coming tomorrow. And she's bringing a sharp implement that she very obviously thinks can do harm to somebody. You should confiscate it.
See, put your knitting needles and your butter in the check bag. That's what I always say. Yeah. Crumbly Dumpus is excited to see that model. Crumbly Dumpus, we were just talking about you. Jordan's excited to see you.
I am bringing this fella to Gen Con. I'm probably going to bring all 3 of the models. Probably. I don't know. Jason probably wants me to bring all 3 of them, I assume. Gotta figure that out. If you're from the TSA in chat, you legally have to tell us. I don't think that's how that works. Pretty sure they don't have to tell you anything.
I'm pretty sure you can't take a blunt on the plane. Could be wrong.
I'm pretty sure that is in fact the case.
Yeah, that's not allowed for sure. Shelby, don't bring knitting needles to a gunfight. There was no talk of
Shelby
guns.
would throw one at you and expect it to kill you.
It would kill you. I
Wow.
wouldn't expect it.
She's a violent person. We all should be living in fear of Shelby.
Guys, I'm not bringing any knitting needles.
We'll be bringing a crochet needle, though.
A crochet hook? There's a difference.
Oh, interesting. They don't call them needles.
No, it's a hook.
Oh, that's fascinating. Isn't it? What's up, D-Fresh?
If I had to, I could defend myself with a pair of knitting needles. That's what I said. I didn't say I'd have to be doing it on the plane. I do not need knitting needles. I have knitting needles. I just...
Wait, you have knitting needles?
Of course I have knitting needles.
But why don't you knit?
Because it's hard.
All right, so here's what needs to happen, chat. I need to learn how to knit so I can make her feel depressed and sad about it so that we can teach her how to knit.
I don't think that's going to work.
Probably not.
I feel like I would just be really encouraging.
You'd be like, that's so awesome. Be
Good
like,
job,
but you
Jordan."
don't know how to knit either. I know, but you don't know.
I do not live in fear of Shelby. Shelby is
Knitting
a
needles
delight.
are carry-on
Keep us-
and checked bags approved.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I did have to look that up one time though, because I wasn't positive if it was.
You're like, I'm not sure how.
Am I gonna get this taken away from me?
Yeah.
This is kind of a big project.
Yeah, this seems a little suspect. How does this work? What's up, Route? How you doing today?
No, video game archaeologists, they're not sharp hooks. It's like a really tiny blunt hook. You can't do anything with it.
Says you.
I do say. I did go to the bead store on Friday, and I got more beads. They were having a big sale,
Shelby's got a
and I
problem.
spent way too much on beads.
Yep, thought so.
Let's just put it that way. But I made one earring this weekend.
You made one earring, huh?
I made an earring.
Uno. One. Only one.
I'm making a set, but I've only completed one.
Hmm.
Yeah. Shelby is feeling that anything can be a weapon check. Here's the thing. I think I could defend myself with knitting needles. I do not think I could defend myself with a crochet hook.
Feels like a lie. I'm pretty confident this is a lie, folks.
It's not.
These are the lies that she tells us to lull us into a false sense of security.
Wait, who's doing stream when you all abandon us? Jen painting? Christmas sushi? I have a dream that it will be Jen painting and the air compressor producing.
just drag the air compressor onto one of our tables.
Definitely Jen will be producing. Potentially Christopher or Matt. I don't know, you might see some guests. You might see some new faces. Who knows?
Al said something about wanting to
Kyle?
do something dastardly.
Kyle might come in here. Careful of that guy. He's a little
dangerous.
He's a little crazy.
I mean, we kind of all are, Shelby.
Well, just some of us more than others.
Yeah, like yours truly.
Like Kyle.
Also Kyle.
You could still take out someone's eye with a crochet hook. But you can't really do much else besides that. Oh, actually, you can get pretty creative.
Shelby, I don't want to know where Brian's going with this.
I won't go into details.
I would prefer that you did not express on stream how you plan to kill somebody with a knitting needle, please.
No, crochet hook. I need you to follow. Come on.
I'm painting. I'm doing what we're supposed to be doing on this stream instead of talking about how to kill people with crochet hooks.
I cannot teach you guys how to knit for 2 reasons. One of them being that I will be at Gen Con. The other one being that I do not know how to knit.
And the third one being you do not deserve that knowledge.
I do think it would be fun to like have a day where I'm just crocheting on stream. Where I should be painting, I'm crocheting. Or cross stitching. That could be fun. I have a big cross stitch project I'm working on. And a potential big embroidery project that I still need to hammer out the details of.
Like your hat?
That is another one. There's a different one. Oh, the guest streamer. We know you don't know and won't be here. That hurts. I don't know. Maybe if Kyle learns how to knit in time, he can teach you guys how to knit.
He seems like a resourceful kind of guy.
Yeah.
Who could figure out how to do that. And then get promptly made fun of for not being good at it.
Talking about killing people with crochet hooks is par for the course. It is. Loop loop pearl. I love it. That's so funny to me for some reason, because everything about it is wrong. Now we need to get Jason in the bird arena with crochet hooks.
Where's his hippo? He's got to have his hippo.
He's riding the hippo. He's
Excellent.
holding crochet hooks.
Okay.
See, Mike, that's what I'm saying. Cross stitch on the comfy chairs. Jen's producing. Talking about birds.
She's most definitely not doing that.
Venting about birds.
She's probably not doing that either.
Jordan is painting. Candlelight, I can't teach you how to knit.
Hey, Candlelight, why don't you teach us how to knit?
Would love to teach you how to knit if I knew how to knit.
Is that really true?
Yeah, I actually really enjoy teaching people how to do things, but not when it's things that I don't know how to do myself. But I taught my friend how to make those fish earrings.
Likely story.
Okay, yeah.
Okay.
Right on.
Okay. Somebody woke up and chose violence.
Whatever you say, man. I have until Monday to learn. Next Monday?
Who's that? Who's saying that?
Throws.
I feel like there's enough downtime.
At Gen Con?
Well, I mean, we're
For me to learn.
gonna get there, and you know, it's gonna be nighttime. We got a long flight, you know.
I prefer teaching people things I don't know. They don't know either and are none the wiser. You make a good point. Gandalf needs to start a stream on Discord for a knitting class, but we're all trying to learn together. It'll be like herding cats. Yes. Exactly like that. Especially since yarn is involved. The thing with the issue I have with knitting is that I want to make things that are not beginner projects.
Well, then you just start with those.
Yeah, but they're expensive. Like,
how so?
The reason I want to learn how to knit is so that I can make sweaters. And yarn for that big of a project is just expensive to do, like, learning. You know what I mean?
No, I don't know what you mean.
What?
I'm just kidding. I know what you mean. I'm picking up what you're putting down, Shelby.
Good. I'm glad. Maybe I should just do it.
What, learn how to knit?
Yeah.
Yeah, I think you should. I think it would be an enriching experience for your life.
Whatever. No, Mike.
Whatever.
I do not need yarn. I have yarn, just not all the same type of yarn. I can make tiny sweaters. Compromise, make knitted halter tops. That feels like a vest.
Speaking of clothing items, how's that dress coming?
Oh, it's great.
Mm-hmm.
I'm getting to the last, well, not. I'm almost done with the first panel. And then I have to make a second panel. And
Is that it? There's only 2 halves?
there's only 2 panels, yeah. Because it's the front of the dress and then the back of the dress. And you
Got
it. But I'm worried that I don't have enough of the yarn.
Uh-oh.
We'll see. I might have to order
Shelby, you need to
some
order
more yarn, and I hope that it's not sold out, because that would be such a bummer if I got.
You should go check and order some just in case.
But I don't know if I'll need it. That's the thing. I don't know if I'll need the yarn for sure. I'm just nervous about it, but I'm always nervous about that kind of thing. Two-faced dress, exactly. Mike really want to give her a lasting supply. Just ship her some sheep to harvest the wool to make yarn.
Just ship her some sheep. Yeah, Shelby's getting some sheep sent to her.
That would just be an entirely different hobby.
I'm pretty sure sheep don't hold up well in Arizona heat.
No, they'd have to be indoor sheep.
That sounds expensive.
It sounds mucky.
Also, yes.
I don't want sheep. Please do not. I have nowhere to put them.
That's one of those where you just sit, return to sender. I don't need this.
I can't handle this.
Beep. Goes back to sender. I refuse.
I am very excited to finish this dress, though. I'm hoping it turns out exactly how I want it to be.
You've been working on it for a hot minute.
I have been. I'm trying to finish it before it gets cold, because then I can't wear it.
I mean, you could, like, potentially layer it up with other things, right?
Yeah, the legs are pretty exposed, though. Like, it's not a warm...
How short is this thing?
It's not short, but it's not a winter dress.
Well, I mean, yeah.
I guess that makes sense. It'll go down to, like, just below my knee, probably.
Well, that's actually pretty long.
Yeah, but not winter long. Some weirdo.
Mm. Which one is that? There's a lot of them around here.
The crazy one.
Oh. Which one is that again? There's a lot of those around here.
It's Kyle.
Oh. I thought I heard his voice over here.
No, Source, it's definitely long enough. But not for winter. Long enough for church, not long enough for winter. You know what I mean? Picking up what I'm putting down. I can always add. It's true. I don't think there is, like, an edge. I really don't want to have to add to it, though. I just add to it for the winter and then undo it for the summer. I am not a hobbit, Mike. I am average.
Shelby is of a very normal height.
Yeah. I think I'm actually tall for a girl.
You probably are. How tall are you?
5'6". The average is like
5'4", right?
Yeah,
Something
I think
like
it's 5'4". Because I think the average for a guy is 5'8".
Yes? Yo. Hi. I hate those.
Gabriel!
Great. Oh. Hey guys. Not the leather one? Oh, okay. Hobbitses!
No, I'm not just gonna keep making it longer and longer. These questions are confusing. 3 foot 2 inches. People always think I'm older than I actually am, too.
I mean, you don't act like you're 21.
Thank you.
I think you and Gabe are both like that. Because Gabe's only like 3 years older than you.
He's 4.
Is he 4?
Might be.
Has he turned 25 yet? He's younger than Paul.
I know. That was crazy for me.
Very interesting.
To find out. Like, there's no shot. But yeah, no, Gabe is 25. I'm
Paul
pretty sure.
has the soul of a younger.
He was born in
younger man.
99 and his birthday's in April. Yeah. He's 25.
He's 25, yeah.
I keep forgetting.
I turned 31 this year.
Guy.
You just call me an old guy? Freaking child over here.
Nobody's driving the booth to Gen Con Ghost Hunter.
I think that Gabe and Philip are very happy that is the case.
Yes, I know they're very happy.
No, we found a great solution for getting it over there, which is great. Makes it a lot easier for us. We head in a day earlier than we did last year, which is actually, I think, going to be really cool because it means we're going to be able to set up the booth a lot earlier in the day.
Yes.
Which is so exciting.
Yep.
Not having to like fly in the morning, get to the hotel, go directly to the convention center, get the booth built together, and then like eventually go to dinner at like 6 o'clock.
Yeah.
By the end of that day, you're just dead tired, right? It's nice to have the opportunity to like get there the night before, crash, wake up early in the morning, go get a cup of coffee and some breakfast, and then, you know, in our case, we're going to go check into the hotels because we have a different one, I think.
No.
Are we staying at the convention center hotels the whole time?
Well, convention center. Yes.
Yes.
We're staying at the same hotel the whole time.
Okay. I did not know that. That makes that even better.
I called and I extended our stay.
Oh, fantastic.
Yeah, I'm kind of good at what I do.
Fantastic. So, yeah, that's really cool. It's that makes it so much easier for anybody who's never like gone to an event that they've had to like set up stuff for anything. Like being able to just like wake up in the morning and just walk over to the event center and do it earlier and get it out of the way early in the day, just like it's awesome.
Yeah, video game archaeologist. It's good. We didn't lose like. There are a lot of things that we didn't lose from the booth, which is really good, but we did lose some of it. But we have been fortunate to have recovered all the things that we need for the booth. Gabe came up with a new plan for the booth, which was fun, and him, my dad, and Christopher worked on that. I am really glad that we got direct flights both ways.
Oh, we don't have a layover?
No, but our flight on Monday is...
It is
early.
I'm pretty sure, isn't our flight at like 4 a.m. or
It's
something?
at 5:30.
That's not that bad. Well, remember,
we'll have to get there at like...
The convention center is only about 20 to 25 minutes away from the...
Right. But we're gonna...
And have you ever flown into Indianapolis before?
No.
That is the easiest, most simple airport in the freaking world.
I know.
It's actually so refreshing.
We'll still have to get there at like 3:30 though. 3:30 or 4.
Honestly, probably not. I mean, I can ask my dad. He lives there and he does airplane stuff. But like, it's literally, you know what a wishbone looks like?
Yes.
The whole airport is basically a wishbone. There's only two, like, there's the A gates and then there's B gates. That's it.
That's small.
It's a super small airport.
Wow.
Yeah. And it's like literally you walk in the front of the airport, you get dropped off. There's like a big circle like auditorium area. and then you go off to the left where security is, and it's just a small little section for security because there's not a ton of traffic that goes through there. And then you go there, and then you just go through it really fast. They have the cool machines where you don't have to take anything out of your bag. You just stick them through the machines. So it's super quick. That's like nice. It's amazing. I don't even think you need to take your shoes off or anything.
Wow.
Yeah, it's wild. That whole experience, flying out of that airport is great.
I do need to figure out what I'm gonna wear to travel.
Comfy clothes. That's always what I recommend.
Yes. He lives there and does airplane stuff. So many questions raised.
Okay, I'll be more specific. My dad is a dispatcher for a regional airline out of Indianapolis. There you go. That's about as specific as I need to be.
Yeah. Hi, Relax Studio.
And for those of you who do not know what an airline dispatcher is, it's somebody who communicates the flight plan with the pilot so that they know how and when to avoid bad weather and stuff like that. It's kind of like your backup on the ground sort of thing.
Like they're like in the tower?
They're not in the tower.
Oh.
So that's air traffic control, which is a different thing.
Right.
So air traffic control basically coordinates all of the flights to make sure that none of them bump into each other. And so that
it's important.
Well, and they have to operate the schedule for the runway, right? Because they have to make sure that there's no doubling up of planes trying to come in at the same time. That's where delays happen, right?
Yeah.
Is so when you have two planes that get scheduled at the same time, one has to circle around until the runway opens up for them to land. So, comptroller? What?
Valendar the Red will be at Gen Con. Us
Ooh,
too.
Valendar.
We'll see you there.
Funny you mention it. Shelby and I will also be there.
Woohoo!
Will you be doing demos at Gen Con? Yes.
Alaska is beautiful. Not enough signal to hang around, though. That is so fun. I hope you're having a great time. Alaska looks very beautiful during all seasons.
I have to admit, one of the most beautiful cruise ships or cruises I have ever taken was Alaska.
Mm-hmm.
Breathtaking.
I imagine.
Yeah, it was really, really pretty.
I would love to go like fishing in Alaska. I think that'd be super fun.
Yeah.
Salmon fishing.
Mm-hmm. Let's see here. I've done 4 notable cruises over the course of my lifetime. I did one to Alaska. That was like a weekend cruise. It was like 4 or 5 days or something like that. Or maybe 3 days even. I've done one out of... It was Italy, out of Rome, or out of Venice, and then back to Rome or something like that. What?
He was asking about your dad, so that's why he said that.
I literally answered it.
He did. He did answer it.
I literally said.
But I think he's saying that if you ever don't want to answer a question, you can always just be like, no.
Oh, yeah, I don't mind. It's not like I'm telling you his social security number or anything.
It's true.
I didn't even tell you the airline that he works for. Yeah.
Can't believe he's just being kind.
I'm sure that if my dad were here, he would love to blather on about what he does
for my gosh.
Hours.
He is a chatter. It's the best.
Have you?
Yeah.
Oh, right. You've talked to him on the phone.
I did.
I forgot about that.
It was for it was for Jordan's trip to the UK.
I love my dad.
We were talking about flights, and he was on the phone with his dad, and he's like, actually, the girl who's booking my flights is in the car. Do you want to talk to her? And then he handed me the phone, and I just started talking to his dad about the flights. He's a great man.
He's very knowledgeable. And he's very happy to share all of his knowledge with you. To be fair though, honestly it's a really, really like nice thing and helpful thing in a lot of cases.
Oh yeah.
Because I can be like, hey, I'm at this place. I need some help figuring out what the best solution is. And he's like, where are you at? And I'm like, okay, I'm at this airport. He's like, okay, you do this, you do that, you do this, you do that, and then you're done. And I'm like, great.
Yeah.
He's like, give me a call when you're done, and to make sure that you got through. And I was like, awesome.
Get Jordan's dad on the comfy seats. That would be awesome.
Yeah, it's funny because I remember like texting him when I was coming back from what was it? I was flying out of Birmingham. I think it was one of them. I was either flying out of Birmingham or I was coming into no, it was Birmingham. And the weird thing is some of Europe and the UK have their flights kind of weird. Where, you know, in the US when you look at the board, it tells you the specific gate that the airline is at and when it'll be there. Most, like, a chunk of Europe doesn't do it that way. Or maybe it's the UK that doesn't do it this way. It basically, what they do is they say, hey, this is your flight. We'll let you know when it's ready to board.
Oh.
And they don't tell you the gate until it's literally, like, ready to board.
That's not great.
Yeah. But I think the difference is they have a longer boarding process instead of the, like, 5 minutes that all of our airlines do it in.
Yeah.
So it's like they give you enough time to be able to get from the, like, hub where you're at.
Well, that's good.
To the, yeah. It was just weird because I was like, I have to wait. It tells you when it will populate the gate. So it's just like, okay, cool. I have to wait until 8:30 in the morning before they'll tell me what gate I'm at.
Yeah.
It's just like, that's weird.
Weird.
Wad,
I actually prefer talking to people on the phone. I hate texting. I much prefer calling people.
I saw somebody ask Zaz, and he a travel agent or something. So my dad has worked in the travel industry for a very long time. Before he was a dispatcher, he was the manager of operations for Alitalia in San Francisco. He used to work for United before that. And then after 9/11, shortly thereafter, or was it? No, it wasn't 9/11. No, it was the, no, maybe, it was 9/11, yes. Shortly after 9/11, everything shut down for the travel industry. And both of my parents worked in the travel industry at the time, so they both lost their jobs when we were living in California. And we all moved back up to Seattle. And my mom got a job working for AAA, and my dad ended up doing he created his own business being a travel agent. So he did all that stuff. And then he career pivoted into being a whatchamacallit. What did my dad do after the Challenger incident? I'm not familiar with that.
No say. Yeah, video game archaeologist. I just hate. Here's the thing. I love hearing people's voices when I talk to them because I get different things out of them than I would if they texted me the same sentence. It
is a lot more. I'm very expressive with emotion when I speak to somebody.
Yeah.
It is hard to convey that emotion when you are texting someone.
Yep. That's why I don't like texting. Because I'm the same way. So I could say something and it'll sound really dry.
Yeah.
Or someone else could say something to me and it sounds really dry. And then it's like, oh, is this person mad at me?
Because I can say, Shelby, why are you so horrible?
Yeah.
And then I could say, Shelby, why are you so horrible?
Exactly.
And those two sentences are literally completely different.
Completely different.
Yeah.
There's no.
Shelby interrogates people over the phone. Yes, Shelby is a well-versed interrogator extraordinaire.
I just like chatting.
She's a chatty one.
I'm a chatter. Bud just hates typing. Yeah. That too. See, Game Delay, I can't even tell how you're saying that. Now I just feel hurt. Shelby, why are you so horrible? Excuse me. I also don't really like emojis, though. Sometimes I'll use an emoji, but it's usually ironically. Yeah, I am on like the very beginning of the Gen Z kids.
What is the cutoff for all of that?
I'm pretty sure.
Like, what's the millennial cutoff? What's the Gen
I think
Z
it was
cutoff?
99. Thank you, bud. I appreciate it.
Because I'm pretty sure I'm like either at the very beginning of millennials or like at the end or something. I don't remember.
When's your birthday? Well, what year?
93.
I think you're the beginning. Because Philip is technically a millennial. Gabe is technically a millennial, but
we really know he's a Gen Z.
But he's a Gen Z at heart. Mike, I feel like I have locked in the young old lady vibes already.
Really lock in the young old lady vibes. You're a millennial and you were born in 88? I feel like that goalpost has moved. I feel like the millennial goalpost is like, oh, it's this. And they're like, no, it's from this to this.
Yeah, I really don't know. All I know is that Gen Z, like the cutoff for millennials was 99. And Gen Z is 2000.
Millennial starts in early 80s to mid 90s. Wait, really? Okay, so I'm at the end.
I'm a zennial. I like that.
I never know what the gen dates are. Yeah, I mean, you turned 18 in the early 2000s.
Yeah, then you're a millennial.
Yeah, but I didn't. But here's the thing. What's considered to be the early 2000s?
I would say after 2005, that's late 2000s.
Because I was born and I turned 18 and graduated.
Wait. You were born?
No. I just appeared somewhere.
I'm an Oregon Trail generation.
Oregon Trail generation. You done good, Ghost Hunter. We're proud of you.
The Pepsi generation. So, when did you turn 18?
I turned 18 in 2011. After I graduated high school.
You're still a millennial. You're not Gen Z.
I am at the end of the millennial group. Because if it's 97, it was 4 years after.
97 is the cutoff?
That's what people are saying.
Hmm?
Mid 90s.
Then Gabe is Gen Z. I lied to you. Jordan was grown in a lab.
That would make so much sense.
The stork brought Baby J in a diaper. He's never taken it off.
Wow, that's... Jeez.
I love it.
Baby J was in my same grad class, but not in the same school. Man, it would be so weird for me to go back to a reunion from my year. It'd be so weird.
I was 8 years old when you were 18.
Yes.
That's crazy.
Yeah.
I just did that math.
Yeah. Weird, isn't it?
Yeah. It's just funny how, like, just the people that you meet in your lifetime. And I often think about, too, like, all of the times that I've probably passed this building before I actually worked here. I've passed it multiple times.
Mm-hmm.
I know that for a fact. Things like that where it's like, oh, these people existed outside it, like, and I didn't know them. Weird. Version was 8 when I was 18. Panic bomb, that means I was not even a thought when you were 18. No, Mike, I was more saying like I just did that math. Not that I was proud that I did it in my head. I know that 10s are easy. I actually quite enjoyed math in high school. At least the algebra part. I did not care for geometry, which is unfortunate because it's more useful than algebra. I do not need maths. Shelby is younger than my oldest child, and this is still disconcerting. It happens. Jordan, what did you hobby this weekend? Mike is asking.
I prepped a bunch of stuff for the Horse Heresy event on Sunday, which I played in and did very poorly at.
But it was fun.
It was fun.
Friends we made along the way.
I made some new friends. It was great.
There you go. That's all about.
I won't take a list like that again, though. Not my favorite. Turns out, I like playing the faction that I play because of all the cool, fun things that it does. And I did not do any of the cool, fun things that it does.
No.
So I was just like, hey, this is a lot more boring.
Yeah.
So, it's good to know.
Ashmodee, yes. They are letting the gremlins run the stream still.
My name is Baby J, and I am a gremlin. Hey, we got Shelby, folks. We got her.
Like, for some reason, I picture it like an AA meeting. You're just like sitting in a circle.
My name is
I'm Baby J.
And I am a gremlin.
And I am a gremlin.
Folks, I have a problem. Thank you for helping me with my issues.
The grown-ups did give up on this. Oopsies.
I don't know about giving up. We got other stuff to do. That's not giving up on. That's entrusting us with important things.
Yeah.
Shelby.
Caffeine.
Oh gosh.
I need this to get through packing. Packing always takes it out of me for some reason.
I know exactly how you feel.
Yeah.
Because I feel the same way every time I pack. I was like, ugh, God.
Yeah. I always dread it. I gotta think about what to wear. I don't know how I'm gonna feel. I always overpack because I'm like, surely I'll want to wear this. And then I do not want to wear said thing.
I mean, the tricky thing is, like, these shows are also pretty long.
Yeah.
I mean, this is like a long show.
Yeah.
I might take advantage of the fact that I'm going home. I might do some laundry that night.
There you go.
That'd be kind of nice.
Laundry. Yeah. Jen and Jason should be back tomorrow.
Oh yeah, because I will be at the airport.
Yes.
Because our flight leaves at what, 4?
Yeah.
Yeah, so we definitely got to be at the airport 2 hours ahead of time.
Yes. We'll probably leave here at like, I don't know.
No, 1:15, 1:30.
Not 1:15. It doesn't take 45 minutes to get to the airport.
Takes half an hour.
Yeah, so then 1:30.
Maybe not even half an hour. Yeah, realistically, it only takes 15 minutes to get from here to the airport.
Yeah, it takes me 30 minutes from my house.
Yeah.
Shelby will need a slow gin fizz outfit.
Those are some words.
I don't know what that means, Ghost Hunter.
I don't understand.
I am
A Kerwin.
excited and nervous for all the things that I might want to purchase at Gen Con.
You know what's really funny?
Ooh.
I am happy because this is a show that I don't care to buy anything at.
Really? I love board games.
Feels great.
I love board games.
Feels great.
Like, if they have any like fun, cute looking Euro games.
To be fair,
it's over.
The first year that I went to Gen Con as an attendee, I definitely spent like $800. You've never been. But I will say, when you're not an attendee, when you're working the show, it's more difficult to spend a lot of money.
That's true. Probably will need an outfit to drink slow gin fizzes in and look fashionable. I always look fashionable. First things first.
Nope. Mike, definitely not. Not even remotely. Also, Zazin, no, I have not watched House of the Dragon yet. I watched the first season. I have not watched any of the second season. I'm waiting for it to be done before I watch it all.
Also, Zazen, I like being here too. And I'm glad you like when I'm here. It's fun for me.
No way I'm spending that much, because I spent that much at Origins.
I hear there's a cool new game that's going to be at Gen Con, Age of Ongar or something like that.
Mm-hmm.
I think I've heard of it.
Yeah, there's that. I have heard of that game.
It seems really cool.
It does. It's really, seems like great people worked on that game.
Yeah, really talented people.
Yeah.
Hardworking.
Yeah, that company is very cool. Makes me want to buy everything that they make.
Everything.
Spend lots of money at their Gen Con store.
Hundreds of dollars.
Yeah.
I do not need some Legion Imperialis. Please no.
I feel like of all the games that Shelby might like, that's definitely not one of them. Definitely not the game that I would imagine for Shelby to be deeply engrossed in.
Yeah, considering I haven't been in a painting phase yet, or again, it's taken me a while. I just keep thinking of new projects that I want to work on that are all like embroidery or
not
crocheting.
painting related.
Yeah.
I see how it is. Shelby shows how she feels with her love for the things that she's interested in, or lack thereof of others.
Jordan, you just need to stop making assumptions.
I'm making statements, not
no,
assumptions.
You're making assumptions.
They may not be factual statements, but they are statements.
Baby J's just scared she's gonna stomp him in Legions. No. Tabletop games, for the most part, don't interest me because of when like the rules change. Like, I don't want to have to relearn it or like buy books for it. It's not.
I mean, most of the time the rules are, for the most part, free. There are some exceptions to that.
Yeah. Hi, Chuck.
But yeah.
We'll see. There is I think the people who made this like botanical board game that I really like are gonna be at Gen Con. I don't know if they have a booth or they're just gonna be there, but very excited. Exactly, bud. Exactly. I like the way you think. Shelby, you need to stop making accusations about assumptions, which are just statements, when you should be painting your next 4 Blood Bowl teams that I'm totally not sending. Oh gosh. Please, no. I still need to finish my other one. I don't need more teams to paint. Just don't. I have so many models. So many models I need to paint. So little time. Hey, Kerwin said, can I ask about the difference between Monument's transparent black and black wash?
Yeah.
You,
So,
of course, may.
black wash is a pre-mixed wash using opaque paints. It has some different formulation than what you would normally get with our standard acrylics, so that it flows better over the surface of the miniature, because that's what a wash is supposed to do. It will cover more than a transparent is. Than a transparent will, excuse me. A transparent paint is significantly more intense in color. It is designed to be super duper saturated. It's a single pigment paint, which means that you're going to get that full saturation with it. But it's also completely translucent. So when you apply it over something, you're going to see all the gradients underneath it that are just going to be filtered by that color that you put on top of it, or the color of the transparent that you're putting on top of it. So, and a wash has a more fluid consistency-ish than our standard paints. Not by much. It's very, very subtle. Whereas our transparent paints are just acrylic paints. Zazin, has Jordan tried the thick paints yet? No, I have not had an opportunity to try out the the heavy bodies.
Spaceman, thank you for the follow. Welcome to the tomfoolery. I'm very excited to see all of our friends at Gen Con. It will be very fun. Mike, I'm not gonna ask him that question. Sorry. It's against the rule book.
Nope.
I'm honestly, flying, I always feel so, I feel two opposing ways about flying. Because I always get so motion sick on the descent.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Do you take anything for it?
No. I just power through.
You just white knuckle through it?
Power through it.
I'm
no,
impressed.
last time I did take, Gabe gave me like a ginger pill. A little capsule full of ginger.
Just to settle your stomach.
Yeah, and that actually helped.
Oh, did it?
Yeah.
I wonder if like ginger ale might help. It may not have enough ginger in it.
Yeah, I usually drink ginger ale.
I like ginger ale a lot.
But sometimes, or I just like listen to music and I just distract myself from it, and then it works. Just like blast music.
Yeah.
In my earbuds.
Can't paint more of this thing. Do.
My first flight was actually
Tadpole Jackson, you're going to Gen Con 2.
Ooh!
I am very, very excited. Yay. We got lots of people showing up to Gen Con for it.
Yeah, one of my first flights was to Europe. That was crazy. Ooh, candied ginger. Maybe I'll have to go get some of that. Whereabouts might I find some candied ginger?
Honestly, you probably could find some at one of the. You know where I bet would have it? Trader Joe's.
Trader Joe's.
I bet you Trader Joe's would probably have it. That seems like a Trader Joe's
Joe! I need your trading goods.
thing. I need your trading goods. Shelby, that's the silliest thing I think we've heard out of you in a while.
Oh, Tadpole, that's great.
What did they say?
They're only 3 hours away. Wow,
Oh, very
3
cool.
hours away.
Like in Chicago or something?
Potentially. I don't know.
That's about 3 hours away. 3 or 4 hours away, something like that.
I don't think there is a Penzi Spices, considering I don't even know what that is.
Ohio? Yeah.
Mike, I'll go back up and read it. I did sort of ignore it. 'Cause Mike said, Jordan, have you not unconsumed the inedible but seemingly delicious substance that may or may not include pigments?
I have not included anything in my diet for the last ever that includes pigments.
There you go. There you have it. Well, that might be false.
Excuse me?
Well, what do you think, like, red dye number 40 is? Guaranteed you've consumed red dye number
It's a dye.
40.
A pigment.
Isn't it like pigments, though?
Your face.
Doesn't it have pigments in it, though?
Your face.
You can't just say that for every argument.
I mean,
See, this is Jordan.
I really
This
can.
this is Jordan arguing eyes versus legs. He just goes your face and
Your face.
and doesn't have anything to back it up. Your face.
Oh.
Oh. Valandar, I actually love root beer. Root beer's I love root beer. I love ginger beer
Never really cared for root
and
beer.
I love root beer.
You know, root beer is one of those weird things. I like it every once in a while.
Oh, it's so good. And these spices. Let me see. Let me see how far away that is. No, stop it. Is that like... Oh, it's like on my way home. Check that out. And if you can believe it, Penzi Spices is right by Trader Joe's. That's actually really funny.
Are you going to get some of that candied ginger?
I might. It sounds like I need it. I have ginger. Ooh.
Candied ginger is certainly an acquired taste. It's very interesting.
I really like ginger, so I'm not worried about it.
Well, then you'll probably really like candied ginger.
Valandar, I am not addicted to cough medicine, and I do not drink Jägermeister. But if it tastes like root beer, I'm sure both of them
I'm okay with Jaeger
would taste fine.
as long as it's got Red Bull in it.
I've actually never tried Jägermeister.
It's not great.
Really?
I mean, do you like licorice?
No.
Like real licorice. It's different. It's way more intense. Like licorice flavor is not like licorice that you'd buy from the grocery store. Very different thing. It's way more licoricey. Like it's got like a weird. It's Jägermeister.
I hate black licorice.
You will despise that. But if you've only ever had black licorice candy, you might be okay with it because it is different.
Okay.
It's like a way more intense version of that flavor.
Yeah.
Like I would say try a shot at some point. just try it and then call it a day.
Yeah.
And then you'll know. You'll be like, I hate that stuff.
My dad likes to eat those like Wiley Wallaby, like Good and Plenty's on road trips, and I hate it.
Yeah.
It is terrible.
Interestingly enough, I don't particularly care for I would say I like Jaeger, the flavor of Jaeger, better than I like licorice candy.
My tummy keeps making weird noises. Pensies is to spices as monument is to paint. Wow, okay, high praise for Pensies.
NR147, hey guys, what's the ideal ratio of noosh to paint to do weathering on armor panels, and how long do you leave it before wiping it off? This is an exceptionally good question, NR147. It's got a little bit of a nuanced answer, so I'll give you kind of the overview. So, the ratio is adaptable. The more noosh that you add to the mixture, the longer you will be able to leave it on the model without wiping it off. Also, the more that you put onto the model at one time, the longer it will take to dry as well. So the thinner you apply it, or the more paint that you use in the mixture, the less time you will have to work with it on the miniature. Okay? So typically, we like to start with like a 3-to-1 ratio at a minimum of noosh to whatever color that you're going to use. And I would start there, do a couple of trials and see how you feel. Because it requires a little bit of trial and error on your part to figure out how you like it. Jason has a fantastic video on our YouTube channel if you've got some time and you want to sit and watch a fantastic video on how to use noosh. So I would check that out. If Shelby wants to throw up the link for the YouTube.
There you go. Dawson said I should just eat some raw ginger on the plane. And you know what? I'm not against it.
You know what I really like is when you get
Not
sushi, the pickled ginger. I love that stuff.
I eat that.
Yeah.
I
love that stuff.
So good.
Yeah, of course in R147. It's funny because it feels scarier when you're kind of not, you don't have the basic understanding. It's like the more you mix of noosh into the mixture, the longer you're going to have to work with it. It looks white and it will lighten whatever the mixture is. Just bear in mind that it will still dry clear. So whatever you mix into it, that is the color that you're going to get when it is completely dry. So just remember that when you're mixing it, when you have more noosh in the mixture, that mix color that you see in your mixing cup is not going to be the final dried color. That's another big thing to think about.
Bud, I don't think we're selling the large print t-shirts anymore. I think we only have the small ones because we do those in-house.
Mm-hmm.
So, unfortunately, we will not have any more of the 2XL. Calendar, I don't know what that means, but I'm scared.
Cheap microwave Salisbury steak with 100K of Scoville. That's very spicy hot sauce on a crappy cut of steak.
Ugh. Icky. Oh, you know what I totally forgot that I wanted to do?
What's that?
I wanted to take one of my monument shirts for the shows, and I wanted to cut it and make it into a tank top and paint the heart bomb on the back. And I totally forgot that I wanted to do that.
You should just embroider the heart bomb on the back.
That takes way too much time.
Why is Shelby so lazy? What the
No.
heck?
I'm just realistic. I wanted to paint it. Ah, shoot. There's no time. No time! You guys have any tips or guides for rats?
Are we talking about like Skaven?
Probably. I don't know what other rats there are.
I mean, there are regular rats.
I don't think Tadpole would be asking about live rats.
You never know.
No. But you can infer. Am I correct in inferring?
I
feel
would
like I am.
I would infer based on the question and the context of the channel that the Skaven is correct. But okay, yeah. I think the best option if you want like a little bit of a fun tutorial or something like that, Tadpole, is I was streaming painting mine not last week but the week before. So all those VODs are up on the YouTube in the live tab. So if you want to check them out, that's probably your best bet to find.
I'm pretty sure one of them is titled "Ah, Rats."
It absolutely is. I think
So,
it's the first one.
That one is, yeah, that is the first one.
It's the first
So
one.
if you start with "Ah, Rats" and then go to the ones afterwards, you'll find all of his painting progress for the Skaven.
Yeah, unfortunately, we got these in, so I had to pivot to getting these painted. But
Mike, unfortunately, I don't think I can do it tonight. I have to do so many things. I have to watch The Bachelorette. I have to pack. I have to play video games. So many things. I don't have time.
Shelby's got a full schedule.
I don't have time to paint a heart bomb on the back of a shirt and make it into a tank top. As much as I may want to.
As for spice, this is 100,000 Scoville. Tabasco sauce is 3,000.
You're right. That second video probably should have been
Ratatouille.
Ratatouille.
Oh my gosh, that would have been so good.
That would have been really good.
Dang it.
Missed
So
opportunity.
good.
Where were you, Valandar? Where were you?
Yeah. Where were you before the stream when we were figuring out what we were going to call it?
Yeah.
And why didn't we know
Why
that you
didn't
wanted it to be called
Why
Ratatouille?
didn't you message us?
I might steal it for when I come back and start painting it in, because it'll be the second instance of me working on it.
Yeah. I was in Memphis, Tennessee. There you go. I guess you have an alibi.
I was in Memphis, Tennessee. Yeah, well, that's fair.
Mike, it is my fault, but I wish I had remembered. Would have been awesome. Cool tank top with a heart bomb on it. I mean, come on.
Come on. Shelby,
Next
come
time.
on. Why are you forgetting this stuff like
Adepticon
that?
2025. Fun. No more energy.
You out of your energy drink?
No more.
Has your energy drink been suspended? Or no, that's not the right word.
Mm-mm.
I'm sorry. I don't know. My brain doesn't work.
Your bottle of sauce is 120 milliliters? No. You should just put it into a smaller bottle. Do you have enough time to do that? Just use enough for it to be 100 milliliters. And then you can just put it
I don't think that's how that works.
Just consume 20 milliliters of it and put it into a different bottle. Mike, I have a hat right here. This is probably coming with me to Gen Con, honestly.
Valandar, you could always
I have to.
check it. You could check it.
Unless Valandar doesn't have a check bag.
I mean, you could check a bag.
Well, yeah, but it's more expensive. Maybe Valandar.
I mean, depends.
Maybe Valandar's on a budget. Okay.
Maybe
Traveling
Valandar
on a
is.
budget.
Maybe Valandar is like a platinum member and gets like 3 checked bags for free. You never know.
But then TSA will try it.
You should do it. Have them pull it out of your bag, and you should be like, "All right." So I gotta tell you, you might be tempted to try this stuff.
Yeah.
I highly encourage you not to.
You put a little note on it.
It is highly dangerous to your taste buds.
If I check it, how could I use it on airplane food? Gross, first of all.
That sounds actually terrible.
But sounds like you need to get one of those little tiny, like, Tabasco bottles and just fill it with that different hot sauce. Yeah.
I did not game delay.
Mike, as much as I disagree with his statement on this hat, I do love the hat. In an ironic sort of way.
You know, Oberon, I agree with you. I never cared for Tabasco.
Yeah, I don't like Tabasco.
I really don't like vinegary hot sauces.
Mm.
Like, I should say liquidy based vinegary hot sauces. Like Tabasco is like very vinegary and I don't care for it. Asian spices I happen to really enjoy. So like Szechuan food I really like. Like spicy Thai food I like.
Do you like Cholula? Have you never tried Cholula? It's so good.
What's a chihuahua?
Cholula?
What's a chihuahua?
Oh my golly. It'd be like for Mexican food. It's like you know how like different
Thanks.
like different hot sauces have different, like you wouldn't use
It's a type of hot sauce.
You wouldn't put sriracha on like you wouldn't put sriracha in a taco. Cholula you would put in a taco.
Got it. What is Cholula?
It's like it's very limey.
Okay.
Got
it.
It's really good. It's really good on eggs with cheese or like nachos. Oh, so good. So yummy. So yummy in my tummy. They make a Chipotle Cholula.
Shelby, are you okay?
I love the Chipotle Cholula.
I'm concerned.
It's so good. Steve Valandar said Cholula is very tasty. Take it from Valandar.
Oh, Shelby, you know what I realized just now?
What?
You get to partake of
Empanadas!
I love how you knew exactly where I was going with that. I wasn't even done saying it, and she's just like, yes!
Empanadas.
I know. Exactly.
Very excited about empanadas. Very excited.
They will taste so good when you are exhausted after tearing down the booth at the end of Sunday. It's incredible. Oh yeah, Tadpole Jackson, you're going to be there. You should go to Livery but don't tell anybody else.
Don't tell anyone else.
We don't want it to get super packed. But at some point during the week, you should go to Livery. Same with you, Chuck and Jade.
Yes.
Mm-hmm, mm-hmm, mm-hmm.
Yes. But keep it secret. Keep it safe.
Keep it secret. Keep it safe.
Yes, Cholula is very mild. So if you like the heat...
Okay, so I don't like super spicy food.
Great!
I enjoy spice that has a lot of flavor.
Yes.
That enhances the thing that I'm eating.
Yes! I feel the same way.
Yes.
If spice is the only flavor I can taste, it is...
Don't care for it.
Yeah, I hate it. Our secret spot for food in Indy got leaked and I just barely got us reservations. Wow. That's upsetting. I hate when that happens.
You probably could. I'm gonna be honest, that DoorDash person would probably be like, I don't know what's happening here. Actually, no, they wouldn't be able to get in.
No, you can't. I don't think you can.
Because they wouldn't have a badge.
Yeah. Yeah, Cholula has enough heat to give a bit of a bite. Yeah. This also has garlic, paprika, onion, and more. Ooh, I didn't know that. But yeah, Cholula is very good. I think I need to get you a bottle of Cholula now.
That would be pretty sweet. Oh, did I ever tell you about the time I was living in Tacoma with my roommates back before I started here at Monument, and my buddy was cooking jerk chicken. And has your family ever cooked jerk chicken before?
Mm-mm.
Okay. You know what it is?
Yes.
Okay. So he put too much jerk in the mix, so it was like super duper like pepper spray-y.
Oh.
Well, because it's like, so the oil gets vaporized by it,
Yeah.
and it kind of like lingers in the air,
Right.
and then you breathe it in, and it's like pepper spray.
Yeah.
It's horrible.
Yeah.
And he basically like sprayed pepper spray bombed our whole like living room floor of our apartment.
That's awful.
I literally like so imagine one end of this room is the kitchen. Like imagine like this is the kitchen, like about the same size as the kitchen, and then the distance from here to there times 2 was how long our apartment was. It was really long and tall. We had 3 floors.
Uh-huh.
And my desk was at the far side away from the kitchen next to the sliding glass door, and I could not stay. I literally had to like go outside and hang out on the
Like,
balcony.
breathe.
Yeah, it was brutal.
Tadpole, what are you bringing to Gen Con? You talking about Cholula?
Jerk chicken's really good though. It tastes awesome. It's it's funny too because my buddy was like, I don't see much of a problem with this. I'm like, dude, you've been smoking for like years. Your whole system is used to weird stuff getting breathed in. It's like you're totally fine, man. But me, I have never done that stuff, so I'm very sensitive to it. And it was brutal.
I hate when I put too much jerk in the mix. I try to balance my personalities better.
Me too.
That's funny.
Me too. Yes, they are. We are also supporting the Gen Con painting competition as well this year. We are doing gift cards for the winners of the categories.
Woo!
And we have a great first place prize
Gift card.
that we are doing in addition to the other first place prizes.
Ooh. On Man vs. Food, there would be a spicy challenge where the chef was cooking with.
You know this nerd too.
Hey!
So.
Hi guys.
How's it going?
Good. Hi chat.
We have friends.
Jason's off screen. He
Yeah.
loves you guys.
Hi, chat.
That's okay.
Hi.
I'll survive.
Hi. Yeah, so we do this.
Good to see you, friend.
Good to see you too.
I'll see you after stream.
Hello, Dirt King.
Dirt King. Oh my gosh. Jason is now the
Mike-
Dirt King.
Mike, please get a hat that says Dirt King.
Oh my gosh. Dad is back. Did Jason just tell me that he's disappointed in me? Nice.
Dirt King. I love it.
Bye, Dad.
We should get Jason a hat that says Dirt King,
Oh,
and then the rest of us just hats that say Dirt.
You saw a video a while back where
He's not
those two
listening to
Brits, where these two Brits made cotton candy out of some heat challenge candy, and they basically pepper sprayed their room.
It's terrible.
That's so. There is nothing. I think. Well, there's probably things that make me happier, but one of the things that makes me really happy and laugh really hard is watching people do stupid hot food challenges, where they just like eat food and they just die.
Because they think they'll be fine. Like,
Yeah,
for some
yeah.
reason, they think that
Or
it won't
they're
affect
like,
them.
I'm gonna die.
Yeah.
And then they do it anyways, and they're like, I'm dying.
Yeah. Hi, Jade.
Hi, Jade.
Welcome. I can't wait to see you.
So, actually, have you ever heard of Hot Ones?
No.
It's a show that this guy's been doing for like forever now, it seems, where he invites on a celebrity and they do a hot wing challenge where they start with like the least spicy and they go up to like super duper hot, crazy hot. And 7 years now. Yeah, it's crazy how long that show's been going on. And they just had Ryan Reynolds and
Oh!
and what's his face?
Wait.
Why is my brain not working right now? And Wolverine.
Oh, yeah. Hugh Jackman?
They had both of them on, and it's so funny to watch.
Did they do that with Glenn Powell and the other chick?
Probably. I'm gonna be honest that that dude's had everybody on.
And she was like, I heard that it's mental. It's all mental. And she's like crying.
Yeah. Well, the funny thing is, his whole thing is he gets them to eat all this crazy spicy food, so they're having an out of body experience, and then he also just has some of the weirdest, most niche information about people that they're like, how do you know this? There was one where he asked about a previous job that Ryan Reynolds had when he was way younger, and he was like, where's your source? How do you know this?
That's so funny. What is this on?
It's on YouTube. Just Google Hot Ones.
I need to watch it.
It's great. And he's done so many of them. That's literally all it is the guy sits there and he eats the wings with these people, and every time they do a wing, they're eating the wing and dealing with all the hot while he's asking interview questions. It's great.
Actual question. So what was your first injury when a forklift operator at such and such a place?
Yeah, that was what it was. Yeah, he was he literally was like, yeah, so what was your first injury at this place that you used to work at way before you were ever an actor? And he was like, what? How do you know?
That's so funny.
I love that Valandar knows exactly what that is and was able to call it out.
I
even forgot what the specific question was.
That sounds interesting.
It's great because what's his name? The other actor,
Hugh Jackman.
Hugh Jackman. Hugh Jackman is so hilarious because he doesn't do spices very well.
I love him.
But he's also he's Hugh Jackman, so he's got that that kind of fun energy about him. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
He's got that weird energy, not bad, but he just is a positive kind of outgoing person, and it's you have to watch it. He's just crying.
So funny.
He's eating this.
So funny.
But
gosh.
he
Mike ordered a Dirt King hat.
Is funny. Screaming through a red napkin. Yep. And his eyes are so very red. It's funny because there's a point where the camera pans in at him when he's going through a moment, and he calls it out. He's like, "Stop zooming in on me!" And they're like, "How do you know?" He's like, "Because all I see is some person going."
Yeah.
It's
you see the lens go.
I've been in this business long enough. I know what that means.
Yeah. That's funny.
So good. I think you would laugh really hard, Shelby. You'd love it.
Probably will. I'll probably watch it while I pack today.
Yeah, that's definitely a good one to start. There's a lot of other good ones too. It depends on the person, because some people are really used to the spice and it's more informational than it is funny to watch. But there's a lot of people who are I don't ever eat spicy food, and they're eating some stuff that's just outrageously spicy.
That's so funny. I cannot do spice very much. I'll be eating spicy ramen, and I'm having to breathe only through my mouth, and
Yep.
my nose starts running, and
you know what the funny thing is? They actually sell the Hot Ones set. Of hot sauces. So every season they do a new set of spices or of hot sauces, and you can buy the set every season.
That's cool.
So
is Alton Brown a chef or food
you have to watch Alton Brown's I Tasted Every Sauce and begin to list. I will check it out. That sounds awesome. Also, I actually know who that is, which is funny.
Who is it? Is he a chef?
I'm assuming that he has a chef background. So, were you ever? I don't know if you're old enough to have watched a lot of the cooking channel.
No.
Okay.
We didn't have cable either, so.
Yeah, it's also something I feel has gotten a lot less popular. But Alton Brown used to do like a very, how do I put this? It kind of had similar vibes to like Bill Nye type, like cooking. It's like a cooking version of Bill Nye that was more like adult oriented.
They're calling him a food scientist.
Yeah. It was very sciencey. It was very like breaking things down to be more simplistic, so you could understand them, even if they're a little bit more complicated. And he has that kind of like science show type feel. Yeah, it was cooking show meets Bill Nye, Mr. Wizard. Yeah.
Mike, I do not need a Hot Ones.
He did also host Chopped. Yeah.
I do not need that. I will not eat it because I do not like spice.
He made a show called Good Eats. He did a lot of different shows over the years. He, at least 3 or 4 of them that I can think of. Ted Allen is Chopped. Yeah, I don't remember all the shows that he's on. I definitely remember the sciencey one that he did, and I vividly remember a scene from one of the episodes that I can't remember, where he's like standing in front of the like refrigeration units that they had on set. Wait, have you ever watched any like cooking shows or anything like that?
Not really.
That's so funny to me. How many of you out there have watched a bunch of cooking shows as you either grew up or like were an adult?
I mean, I've watched like, it's not cooking though. I've watched the Great British Bake Off.
That's different. That is what it is.
Yeah.
But it's more of a commercialized version. This is just like literally like half an hour segments that they'd run. That it would like it's a different thing. It's a Food Network thing.
Yeah, I never did.
Yeah. All the cooking. Me still do. Emeril Lagasse, I remember. Yeah, I used to watch the heck out of all that stuff. You've never watched Iron Chef, have you?
I'm sure I've seen an episode here or there.
Iron Chef is great. It's basically where it's super staged. But it's basically where there'd be like a secret ingredient, and then there'd be 2 chefs like heading off against one another, and they'd both get this weird secret ingredient that they'd have to make into an entree, a meal, like a dinner meal, and then a dessert.
Oh, okay.
And then what they do is they have all of their dishes get ranked against each other, and they had like what was it, guys? It was like 2 hours maybe to cook all the meals or something, or like an hour and a half or something like that.
I do like shows like that. I really like I like competition based shows. I really like Forged in Fire.
90 minutes, yeah, so it was an hour and a half.
I'm sure I would enjoy it.
Anthony Bourdain was really interesting. He had a really interesting way of doing his shows. May he rest in peace, because he is unfortunately no longer with us. But his shows were amazing. Did a lot of weird shows. Went to a lot of weird places and ate weird stuff.
Well, you know.
Yep.
It is 3:50, by the way.
Okay,
Just
cool.
as a little time check.
Chopped is a pretty good competition show. Yeah, I remember that one. Yeah, they started it in Japan and then they did an American version. Yeah. Yep. Yeah, it was originally a Japanese show.
Fun.
They also had there were also like Iron Chefs, where they'd have a contestant come on and then they would fight against one of the like Iron Chefs. So there were like a roster of chefs that they would have that were like the big, like, I'm a great chef guy who's,
Like the equivalent
It's like
of
a title.
getting like the equivalent of getting a Michelin star as a restaurant.
I don't know if it was that equivalent,
Oh, okay.
but it was definitely like well-known chefs that like knew how to cook really well, and et cetera, et cetera, et cetera. Have you ever heard of like Bobby Flay?
Nope.
Okay. Yeah, definitely she did not grow up in this era.
Nope. I grew up with PBS. PBS kids.
It's so
Woo!
interesting to me how different your like viewing experience was for media growing up than like mine was.
Yeah.
Because like, did you ever? Well, you didn't have cable, right?
Nope.
Yeah, so you didn't ever do like Saturday morning cartoons or anything like that.
No.
No.
We did have like there were still some kid shows that we had.
Mm-hmm.
Like that's how I kind of told time in a way. Like I knew after I would wake up and I would watch Elmo. And I knew that after Elmo was done, that's when I was allowed to go over to my next door neighbor and see if she wanted to play.
Okay.
And then I also knew that when Fetch with Ruffman was on in the evening, my dad was on his way home from work.
Interesting.
It was like a weird time telling thing for me.
Huh. Weird. Yeah, because I mean, I remember in the mornings waking up, waiting for my cartoons to come on. And before the cartoons came on, they were showing things like Charmed was airing at the time. What else? It was like Angel was airing actively at that time, which was like a spin-off of the Buffy show. That sort of stuff. I watched a lot of like NCIS and like CSI was like really big when I was growing up. So walk your dog.
Well, Mike, this was an age before I was in school, actually. So I was like, I think I was around 5 when this whole, because I wouldn't have had the whole day to like go over to my friend's house if I was in school. This was before I could conceptualize the idea of reading a clock. Well, Mike, I guess you're just cooler, okay?
Totally.
I played a lot of computer games on PBS. There was like the PBS online games. That was like the different shows. I distinctly remember playing like a Curious George one where you had to mix the colors and then paint a picture. And I like always forgot. There's always a specific color. I think it was pink that I wanted. And I always forgot how to get there. And
it's so interesting to me
now looking back, it's silly
to hear about the shows that like withstood the test of time, right?
Yeah.
Like Sesame Street, good example.
Yeah.
Show's been on forever.
Tom and Jerry.
Tom and Jerry.
Mm-hmm.
Yep. Yeah, man, Tom and Jerry. That show's been running for freaking eons.
Yeah, what's another one? Great question. Oh, Dora? Are kids still watching Dora?
That was after my time.
Oh, okay. Loved Dora.
Loved Dora, is that what you said?
Yeah. Who was your first cartoon crush? Did you ever have a cartoon crush when you were like really young?
Cartoon crush?
Yeah. Like on a show or a video game or something?
No.
Yeah, no, me neither.
Cartoons? Well, no, I mean it's not that would be weird. I don't think I ever had like a cartoon crush.
Right.
I mean, I definitely had like from movies, right? Like that's a pretty normal thing.
Jessica Rabbit, that's pretty classic.
Jessica Rabbit, I was 6. Still true. Lin Min May. Wait. Min May?
Kim Possible?
May?
Did you have a crush on Kim Possible?
Macross? Robotech? Yeah, so, okay. Somebody explain to me where Macross and Robotech either connect or don't. I'm really lost when it comes to those two shows.
Zazen, I feel like there was maybe an earlier one than this, But I know I had a crush on Diego, which was Dora's cousin.
Yeah.
Go Diego, go.
You know what? When you mention Kim Possible, it's interesting because I never watched a lot of Kim Possible. I think it started like it was either at weird hours that I wasn't watching the like television, or it just like wasn't part of the repertoire of things that I watched on a regular basis. Like I watched a lot of like Dexter's Lab, and stuff like that, right? Like that all that kind of stuff was airing when I was growing up.
I also really liked Link from Twilight Princess, specifically.
Link from specifically Twilight Princess.
Specifically Twilight Princess.
So adulter Link.
Yeah, he was older in that one.
Yeah. I mean, ish. It's all.
Yeah, it's
sort
all
of
relative. You don't really know how old they are.
Robotech is a mismatch of multiple shows, where Macross is the main series and the rest are fillers that changes the plot. Okay, so Robotech is just kind of like parts of lots of things together. Got it. Okay. It's interesting because I didn't know that Macross came before Robotech. I thought it was the other way around. I thought that Macross ripped off Robotech.
Great Primer, I can understand that one. That one's good. I like that choice.
Oh, yeah. Mike brings it back with some pretty good ones. Misty, I never cared for Misty. I thought she was really annoying. Nurse Joy Officer Jenny, wasn't really my cup of tea. I also didn't watch a ton of Pokemon. I played a lot of the games, but I didn't watch a ton of the show. Robotech is 60-something episode made out of 5 shows. Macross is just 20-ish episodes about Earth gets nuked in the middle of the plot twist. Yeah.
Whoa, spoilers. It is 4.
It is 4?
It is 4!
Alright, folks.
Oh, stretch.
You have been wonderful. Today has gone by very quickly, actually. I will not see you guys for a week.
No!
I'll be back sometime the following week, depending on whether or not I'm back directly on Tuesday or if I take a day. I'll have a couple of days that I have from this week that I'll take, but we shall see once we get back. But I'll definitely be back that week for a little bit. Jordan, fly safe. Shelby, take hot sauce. Fair enough.
I'm
Thank
gonna
you.
bring hot sauce with me.
We're gonna have Shelby put up some links into the chat for you guys.
Bop, bop.
Don't forget to drop us a follow if you're new here. Thank you for joining us today. It's been great having you in chat. Throw us a follow. It's free. Doesn't cost you anything, and you get to keep notifications live for when we go live, which we do 5 days a week, Monday through Friday, from 2 p.m. to 4 p.m. Mountain Standard Time. This week is gonna be a little bit weird. I'm not sure exactly what the plan is while Jason and I are both gone. But there very well could be some streams that happen. So keep an eye out. Make sure you guys hit that follow button so you get the notifications for when we go live. And yeah, you guys are awesome. Make sure you guys check out the links. We got the store link up there where you can buy all the fantastic paints and texture trainers and such that we all sell. You can check the FLGS link out. You can find a local store near you where you can support them and us at the same time, which is great. Make sure you check out the YouTube link. We talked about that a little bit earlier. It's where you guys can go find all of the restreams of our past or previous streams. And then make sure you catch all the shorts and stuff on there as well. We do tons of shorts. We do one short every week usually. And we also have long form video tutorial content, which is great. We're always making more of that stuff. Make sure you guys check out the Discord link as well. We got 4,578 amazing artists and one Dirt King in the Discord.
One Dirt King.
Dirt King is Jason.
Yeah.
yeah, make sure you guys check that out. It's a great place to hang out and learn lots about painting. Is there a short this week? There will be a short this week. It will be posted on Wednesday, like normal. It's already ready to go, folks.
Already ready.
It's already ready.
And so are we.
We are.
We are ready to go.
We're gonna throw you guys into another chat. We're gonna do a little bit of a raid here. Looks like we're gonna be joining Kenny.
Get it!
We're gonna be joining Next Level Painting. Make sure you guys stay tuned. Say hello to everybody else. Enjoy the rest of your streams. Have a great evening. We will see you. I won't see you. Neither of us will see you tomorrow. But we will be live
See you
tomorrow.
when we see you.
Bye.